Hey everybody, I think I am live. I'm going to pop over to the other stream page. Could not figure out how to get it to, there was no easy button for me to push. And I'm very new at this, so I apologize. And thank you for waiting. All right, I'm going to tell everybody. Okay, I think people are starting to realize that I'm live somewhere else, not on that page. I don't know how it works actually, so it might alert you or something. I'm not exactly sure. All right. So, welcome everybody. Hopefully this time it'll be a little bit better. Maybe my cord stays out of the way. All right. I'm going to be, hi Shannon. I'm going to be creating a layout. And I picked this collection because I haven't used it yet. And I just ordered the new Moonchild and the new Georgia Blues collections from Prima. So I figured that I needed to use some of the old stuff before I get the new stuff. All right. And thank you guys for hanging out. I was walking with a friend and this morning, and she had lost her keys, so we had to backtrack, and then she had to wait for her husband to come get her, and so that's why I was late this morning, or right now, so I apologize. All right. Hello, Tarish. I'm sorry, I'm not going to try to pronounce your name. Al, hello. I should be wearing my glasses. I can't see that far. All right. So, like I said, we're going to create a layout. I posted a poll on the community YouTube, and I think it was about 50% said mixed media layout. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. I forgot this one had a lot of foil. Trying to think. See, I planned to be home about an hour ago and get everything ready and at least have some sort of plan, but it didn't work out that way. I think I'm going to use this page and we'll see how it turns out. All right, and I am winging it, so I apologize. Hello, Peggy, Corinne, Susie. All right, move a few things out of the way. And does it look okay, sound okay, all that sort of thing? Let me know if it doesn't. All right. So who has this collection? Anybody have this collection? It's a pretty collection. I love the colors, but I'm not the biggest fan of the foil. So see how it has the foil. Hello, Linda, Shannon, Susie. Okay, sounds great. Yeah, yesterday when I tried to stream from my phone, it was horrible. The sound and everything, I felt so bad, but I was so grateful that people actually stayed. All right, I'm going to find my gesso. And I am using a Rode mic, so hopefully that will help. And I hope that the volume is up high enough on it. Sometimes when I use a new application, I have to adjust the volume on it in the preferences. So hopefully it's okay. All right, I'm trying to find my clear gesso. And Okay, sounds good. All right. And there is like a 30-second delay. So, all right. Going to clear gesso my paper. And just to make sure that it is all prepped, because like I said, I'm not exactly sure what I'm planning on doing. So clear gesso is your friend, especially when you're using paper, because, and if you're planning on doing sprays or inks or, you know, things like that on top of the paper, because then it won't seep into the paper. It'll just kind of sit on top and you'll be able to create a beautiful mixed media effect. Okay, I think I'm going to pull another piece of paper, and I might do this one here. Hello, I can't remember who I said hi to. Susie, Vintage Whitewashed. I see all of you. Thank you for coming. And if you want to share it on social media, anywhere, Instagram, I forgot. I didn't even have time to post. So what I'm going to do is I think I want part of it to be this floral and then part of it to be the stripes. I know that's pretty busy. But we'll see how it works out. All right. You know, I think I'm going to do that, and then trying to think here, because let me do a little bit of white gesso, and I was thinking that I might use some white paper, but I figured that I'll just kind of tone down a lot of these stripes here. And then we'll see what I want to do next. Thank you, Vintage Whitewashed. I'm sorry, I'm like totally forgetting if I said thank you. And hello. And all right. So I think my plan is to have a photo here and then kind of more like embellishments coming out this way. So and I did clear gesso the paper if you're just joining. And now I'm just adding a ton of white gesso. And then it's hard to, well, actually you can see, you could see the lines faintly in the background. And as you know, I build up all of the layers, they'll kind of fade away a little bit more. But I'm not putting it on so heavy that you can't see. I don't want to cover it up completely, just kind of wash it out a bit. Oops. And if you even want more of a whitewashed look, you can definitely water it down. The heavy gesso from Prima is really thick. I love it. All right, next, I think I want to do some stamping, but I'm going to have to dry this first. So just letting you know, I'm going to turn on the heat tool. All right, just a second more, almost done. All right, it's pretty good. And then these are my most used stamps. I can't remember what this one is called, but they're both from Finnabair. This larger script is called Messy. This one and these two are my most used, and they're all the time. They're on my desk all the time. So, yeah. If I can find the name to this one is just a little bit smaller script. This one is a little bit bigger. So, all right, I'm going to get my StazOn ink. And StazOn ink is waterproof. So once I start adding all of the paints and the sprays and all of that, then it won't bleed or smudge or anything. So what I like to do is, all right, still kind of going with my, hopefully my plan of the composition here, just kind of randomly stamp, and then I'll go sideways, and I kind of bend the stamp as well. And I am sorry if it keeps zooming in and out. I had forgotten that there is another application that I need to have. It's been so long since I've gone live. Because it wants to focus on its own. So next time I'll definitely have that up so I can make sure to adjust it. And then I can also adjust the brightness because it seems a little bit dark, at least on my computer anyways. And I have my lights and my window open and everything. So hello, Barbara, DC, Scrap and Rooster. I believe that's what your name says. Anna, hello. Okay. Anna says, I'm new to mixed media. Why the use of clear and white gesso versus just one type? I understand using gesso as a tooth, but just curious the use of both. Okay, so why I use both is because, see a lot of this area where I don't have any white gesso, just in case I end up wanting to spray or add inks or paints or anything on this area, it's already prepped so that it doesn't seep into the paper. And then the white is for the overall look of the layout, the end product. So that's why. I hope that helps. Let me know if that helps. And I always clear gesso everything. It's just, honestly, it's kind of a habit and just the way my workflow goes. So, yeah. Okay, running on my phone as I'm working. I could see it perfectly clear. Awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear, because yesterday, and I have pretty high-speed internet, and I mean, my phone isn't ancient or anything, so I don't know why it wasn't working. All right. I should have grabbed some water, but I didn't. All right. I'm going to close this up. Okay, I'm glad that helped, Anna. All right, I'm going to close these up. And next, I'm going to use some white Crackle paste. You know what? I'm going to skip the Crackle paste today, only because it takes forever to dry. But well, I might add a little bit thin areas of it just because I love the end result. So I'm just going to add a little bit thinner areas. And even though I suggest to let it dry on its own, I always, well, not always, but most of the time I use a heat tool to make it faster, make it go faster. So I did it pretty thin, so I'm wondering if, I'm just checking really quickly if Corin, I think she ditched me. If everybody, okay, Peggy, okay, so there was just a few over there. And I think everybody, I've seen everybody except for Corin. She's probably busy. Just wanted to make sure everybody from the other page made it to this one, because I'm not exactly sure how it works. I just couldn't figure out how to, there was no easy go live button on the thing where I scheduled it. So I am going to use my heat tool again, just to let you know, just in case you're wearing headphones or anything. All right. A little bit longer. All right. So if you do use a heat tool with the Crackle paste, you want to be a little bit more strategic in heating it up, or else you'll get bubbles and then you'll heat it too fast and it'll dry too fast and not create the cracks. So I'm going to try to get this up here, maybe if I can figure this out. So you guys can see maybe the cracks just a little bit. It's hard to tell. There we go. You can kind of see them there. Hopefully it'll focus back. All right, it's going crazy. Okay. So anyway, so I tend to hold it a little bit farther and then kind of just a little bit more careful when I'm heating up the Crackle paste. All right. And if anybody else has any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to get a sip of my second cup of coffee and figure out what I'm going to do next. I need to reach behind me. So, going to use this, possibly. I feel like I want to use a circle one for some reason. I'm not sure if I have another one or another one here. All right, so I talk a lot about my bin of like random things, and I'm going to show you guys. So this is it. So well, this accidentally fell in there. And some of my hair, of course, my hair's everywhere. So I have everything in here. Chipboard, metal pieces, computer parts, all sorts of things. I'll probably use this. This is from IOD Mould and some paper clay. And at the end of this, I will go through and try to figure out what I used, and the supply list will be listed in the description box if anybody is interested. And also, I do have to do one more thing because it is my next video. I need to give a shout out to Anna Siga. She is donating, or she's one of my patrons, a new patron, and I want to thank her so much. If you're here watching, say hello. I know you live, I think you said Australia, so it's probably different time zone there and all that sort of thing, but I do want to give you a big shout out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So trying to just find a few things, and I need to go back over here. All right, did I lose you guys in the chat? You guys are awfully quiet. All right, see, and this is where I have all of these little, and we'll just kind of pull a bunch of stuff out. And then even if I don't use it, I'll still kind of pull it out just to see. And I hope that's not too loud on the Rode mic. Okay, watching. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay, so you guys are here just kind of doing your own thing. Awesome. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't lose anybody, or the stream stopped because I'm new to this, so I'll figure it out. And then who knows, I'll be doing live videos all the time. Probably not scheduled though, because like I said earlier, it just kind of doesn't work out that way. Okay, and then once I go through my kind of catch-all bin, I figure out if I need to open or if I want to open new products. Most of the time I can get away with coming in my bin here and getting some things, but sometimes it's so picked through that I need to start opening up new packages. All right, we have, hello, I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name, Igor, Scrapbook Caesar, hello. I know I can never catch anybody live. I think the other day I caught Therese. She's a longtime crafty friend. And I was happy that I did because I'm not really on Facebook much, not really on Instagram that much. So trying to interact with everybody and is a little bit hard. All right, I think I'm almost done with pulling stuff out of this bin here. All right. That just goes to the side. All right. Hello, Project Craft Room, and I'm gonna have to get closer for this one. I am sorry. I'm just gonna call you 2012. I don't want to butcher your name. I'm sorry. All right. Now I gotta find a photo, so I'm gonna reach behind me and see what I have. And I can't remember what I've used already. I know I've used that one. Use that one. Use that one. Just going through pictures here. So I have Abby. I can't remember if I used that one or not, or this one. You guys tell me which one. Right or left? Right, right, left. Hello, Tina. Carmen. Okay, I can say Carmen. Left. So left, right. Okay, we have one left, one right. Larger photo. This one, right. Okay. We kind of have mixed. So you know what? I'm going to turn them over, mix them up, and then, okay. Left, left. All right, I'm going to do this one. That's the one. Left. All right, left. All right. So I need to grab my cutter really quickly. Hi, Emma. I can't remember if I said hello to you. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. Oh no. I thought I was getting ink on here. Because I am probably the world's messiest crafter. So things always get something else on it. I can never do clean and simple. Always something. Okay, thank you guys for joining. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys pick. I like this. So you guys like it this way, or bow on top, or bow on the side. And while I wait for your answers, I'm going to grab some flowers. Top. Okay. Vertical, bow on top. Yes, the picture is photo paper. On top. All right. So I think bow on top wins. And okay, so I have another bin of flowers. So this bin is just kind of random flowers, and that I open the package and I don't like to really put them back. So I just kind of put them in a bin, and then I'll come pick what I want. So I'm just going to grab some white and like this tealish color. A lot of the teal ones are probably from the Zella Teal collection. This one. So do you guys have bins like this where you just kind of have random stuff in them? The flowers isn't so random, it's just random flowers. And maybe some grayish ones. So I like to pull out a bunch at once, and then I'll see kind of how I want the end result to be. I have this one, this one. Oh, I have a few of these ones from the Zella Teal collection. You know, it took me a long time to build up, because when I first started crafting, when I really first started crafting, Prima wasn't even really on my radar at that point, because I started making cards with like Stampin' Up! And that kind of thing. And then I got into more like mixed media kind of stuff. And then I discovered Prima, and I was in heaven when I was able to get like a package of Prima flowers. And, honestly, a lot of this is from being on the Prima design team. And I did live with Prima as well, which I was fortunate of doing. So I would definitely not be able to afford all these flowers. And yes, I'm trying to avoid that vintage whitewashed. I purge a lot, and I give my daughter a lot of stuff, and my mom. And I have de-stashes once in a while, things like that. I need to do my paper. Linda, I'm sorry. Where do you? I forgot if you didn't mention where you live, or you did, or if I missed it. Because I know some places it is really hard to get certain things. All right. I think I'm done. Australia. Yeah. I wish there was an easier way. It's so funny, because I love getting collections and things from Australia, and I, in a way, kind of feel your pain, because I love Cocoa Vanilla Studio, and then there's another company. I can't recall the name of it at this second, but they're from Australia too, and it's hard to find in the United States. So sort of I can relate, but I know it would be tough not to be able to have Prima. Prima is just, I don't think I'll ever not use Prima. All right. Going to just kind of play around. See, where'd my photo go? Did I lose my photo? I lost my photo. Oh, goodness. I am losing my mind. Holy moly. You guys see the photo? There's this one. That's not the one. Did I accidentally throw it away? No. Here we go. Yeah, not on the bottom of the bin. Not in any of these bins. Maybe if I can't find it, I'll use the other one. Maybe did I leave it? No, didn't leave it in the paper trimmer. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna have to use the other one. Man, oh, here it is, under all the flowers. Oh man, all right. So, just going to kind of play and see where I want things. And then, so I do this first, and in my videos, you really don't see this point of my process. But because we're live, you're going to see all the steps. So hopefully I don't bore you. Okay, I'm trying to think here. What I want to do. I need some sort of something. I wish I had more. Oh, you know what? I have this. Okay. Just going to kind of tear this. And I needed some other texture on here. Then I'm actually going to kind of do some paper layering. Okay, there's lots of people. My chat just refreshed. Maureen, Karen. Yeah, I found the paper. I found the photo. I know there's a 30-second delay. Who carries, Maureen, it's asking, who carries Dusty Attic? I've seen and bought at 49 Market, Dusty Attic. I could find, I want all Dusty Attic. That's a good question. If anybody can weigh in on that, I honestly have no idea. I love Dusty Attic, but it is one of the harder companies to find. Trying to think. Maybe try. Oh, it's my mother calling me. Maybe try, what's that one? Rusty Buggy or Rust Buggy, I think it is. If she calls the house, I'm going to have to answer because she'll leave a really loud message. Oh, let me text her really fast. Oops, I'm dropping stuff. All right. Okay. I'm doing a live YouTube stream. Is that what it's called? Okay. Is my thing not refreshing? All right. So I like to kind of tear it at an angle, and then I can kind of get different look. And then I'll come over here. Actually want all right. Any questions? Hello, Crafty Paw. Thank you. Thank you. I believe you have a YouTube channel, Crafty Paw, don't you? I think you make beautiful cards, if I remember correctly. Okay, so for those of you watching later, Peggy says there is a USA eBay seller that carries Dusty Attic. So that's always good to know. All right, I need to find my tool, and I am sad that they don't make this anymore, because as you could tell, I need a new one. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of rough up the edges. And I'm going to kind of glue as I go. Okay, so I'm thinking of somebody else. But you do have a YouTube channel. You're just not being... Or maybe I see you comment a lot on my videos. Probably. Maybe that's what it is. All right. Let's see. We're going to do this. And I'm not very precise with my glue. I just kind of glob it down and hope it stays. And I know I'm kind of wasting a lot of this paper here, but I'll probably end up moving it around once I start adding my flowers. It always tends to happen. So I kind of like to work with a little bit more. And this one I think was down here. And hello, everybody. If you're just joining, you want to pop on the chat and say hello. This is going to be a pretty simple mixed media layout. All right, so while I'm kind of putting this together here, kind of layering my papers, what medium would you want me to use? I have the Color Bloom sprays, I have Distress sprays, I have Dilutions, I have Lindy's, I have watercolors, I have India inks, all sorts of different things. So what would you like me to use? I always tend to use the same things. So this is kind of cool to see what you guys would like to see. And then, so, all right, I'm going to get some foam. Hello, Crafts by You. Scrapbook. Oh, okay. Susan, hello. The new watercolors. Oh, the ones from Pink Fresh Studio. I am trying to convince myself that I need the new Prima watercolors, which they're not new actually, which I just found out. Let's see if I have a color that will go. Where's my swatches? I don't remember where I put it. All right. All right, maybe this one. I'm not sure I have a color that will. I do have some of these. This is liquid watercolor. This aquamarine. I do have aquamarine. Sea glass. So maybe I'll use that one. These are from Avriel. They're liquid watercolors as well, just a little different. I do have the Ken Oliver Colorburst powders, although I'm not prepared to use those because they're so messy. I'll use a kind of mixture of different things. All right. I need to clear gesso these papers. Okay, just started using India ink. That's how I stain a lot of my paper. I didn't know they had watercolors too. Oh, the company? Yes. I love India inks. They are so amazing and so versatile. There's so much you can do with them. It's pretty cool. All right, so I'm clear gessoing my paper for when I add the sprays and the inks and watercolors and all that. And I didn't rough up the edges on this one, so I'm going to go in. And honestly, this is how I craft, kind of all over the place. I go from one thing to another, so you guys are just seeing it live. And I do plan to do more of these, so if you did suggest something that you want to see, I'll definitely keep it in mind and for the next time, and I'll be prepared next time, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. Right. Make sure that it's nice and gessoed. I can't remember if I got the... All right, anything like mixed media you guys want to see? I have what are these called? Oh, I didn't do any paste. Anyways, I have the art stones. You guys, I can add some of those. I know, I don't know what I'm thinking. I figured that it's almost been an hour and probably about halfway done. So this is going to be a long video. All right. I'm going to add or find, I'm sorry. All right, so I have this pan case from Alta New. Got it free when I ordered my watercolors from them. And I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of this. Ooh, that is a really pretty color. I don't think I've used these yet. And find a brush. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of spray or water, sorry. And that way it can kind of move around. And just gonna, this is very light, so I'm definitely gonna come in and add a darker color. This is very, very light. I love watercolors because they're so forgiving, especially on gesso. All right, let me see what other colors I have. I'm going to try this aquamarine. So this was left over from when I did the kind of the first video with these. I just kind of did like a swatch and just kind of tried them out. And this color is the aquamarine. And I was curious to know if when they dry, if I added water, if they would, you know, if I can use them again. And I can. Oh no, that's not the right color. What color was that? That must have been sky blue, maybe? All right. These are kind of a pain to open. All right, we're going to try sky blue. It was sky blue. It's a little green for me. And of course, I don't have water, so we're just going to go with it. So this is the aquamarine color here. And the Avery L was a little bit too light for something like this, so. All right. What kind are they? The watercolors. So the Pink Fresh Studio, they say translucent, pigment-based translucent liquid watercolors. And the Avery L just say liquid watercolor. They're definitely not as intense as the Pink Fresh Studio. So, well, at least the sea glass color wasn't. Mm-hmm. Oh, it does. See, that looks blue on the screen. Well, at least on my screen. But it is like a tealy color. It's not blue. It's not this blue on the screen. That's so funny. Because they do look exactly the same. On my screen anyways. But they're not. And that's kind of another reason why I don't really like to do live streams, because the quality of the webcams are just not, it's not the same as a regular camera. All right, so I'm going to put this aside for now. And I'm going to put these away. I'm getting a little crowded here. All right, so I believe it's the weekend for everybody, even Friday for some, Saturday for some. So what's everybody up to? Anything fun? Okay, so Susan asks, Pink Fresh Studio would be better or more intense. I'm in the market for new supplies, newer products, often than just watercolor or acrylic. So the Pink Fresh Studio is their watercolors. So if you're wanting something different, I would suggest the India inks. Definitely the India inks. You can use them like watercolors, but once they're dry, they're permanent. So it's amazing. They're amazing, and the colors are amazing, and you get tons of different colors. There's so many different uses. Oh, Anna. So Anna is saying, I'm not sure if the chat shows up after once I save it, but Anna says, I'm loving watching you doing this live, learning quite a bit. Thanks for doing these live once in a while. Susan says, watching you is a treat. Oh, that's so sweet. I think that's why probably I haven't done one before, is because I'm always worried that no one will show up. But I'm glad that you guys are here. So I'm going to use my heat tool. Okay, let's see how this is coming along. Yes, or you can get the Ken Oliver Colorburst powders. If you're not familiar with those are really, really cool too. They come, let me grab some real quick. They come in these, they're pigmented powders. Most of them are not, they don't have any shimmer to them, which that's why I like them mostly. You can get some that have like mica in it, but it's very fine powder. I love these, but they are really, really messy. The pigment gets everywhere, and I could see actually some pigment on my mat from probably about a week ago when I used them. So they're just really messy. But that's another option. There's just so many different things. And for the most part, the only one that I've had an issue with, any kind of medium or anything, is the rust paste from Prima. That just dried out on me. And yeah, so everything else stayed. I mean, I've had my Lindy's when I was on the Prima design team. My Lindy's was in a closet for almost 2 years because I couldn't use any other sprays. And I brought them out and they worked perfectly fine. So most everything has a long shelf life. And I think that's important, especially if you're wanting to try different things. So, all right, just trying to read really quickly. Okay, watching you, learning something very, very good. You always catch my eye when streaming, and I'm doing my own designs to put in a magazine. Oh, that's amazing. Vintage whitewashed. You sound like a DIYer kind of person. That's awesome. Maybe, I don't know. Hi, Julie. Thank you for coming. Pan pastels. They are chalky. Yes. So I do have a lot of the Prima watercolors. Is that what you're talking about, Peggy? They are amazing too. There's just too many choices, I think. All right, I need to get going here because my husband, he works from home and he's cooped up in the room. I locked him away while I'm doing this so he doesn't come out and Well, I guess he can come out if he wants. So you can hear me in the bedroom. You can come out of the dungeon if you want. All right. And I'm just kidding about locking him away. He feels like he has to be kind of cooped up in the room while I'm doing a live stream. Okay. Kind of, I don't know. Feel like it needs something else. Oh, yes, I forgot I had these. I had my, and I was going to, see, it's hard for me to chat and do at the same time. See, I look away and there's like a million comments. Yes, Susan, I actually hate glitter, but and I'm not very, I don't really like the foiling that much. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it, but I'm just not the biggest fan of it. Mica powders. And I think that's why I'm kind of shying away from the Prima color bloom sprays, because lately anyways, is because they have the mica in it, and I just not feeling it right now. So sometimes I love to use it, but sometimes I don't. All right, so I'm gonna pop the frame up a little bit, and because I feel like this layout definitely needs something. Yes. Hello. I cannot say your name. This looks like Juanez from here. I'm not wearing my glasses and my screen is a little bit far away. Favorite darkness. I agree. She says, so sad they discontinued the distress tool. These tiny ones are driving me insane. I've had mine for a long, long time, but I definitely could use a new one. So I did actually get one in one of my Prima design team boxes at one point, but I didn't feel like it was right of me to keep two, so I gave it away. And I honestly am now regretting it a little bit. Oh, Pan Pastels are their own brand. I will definitely have to look that up. Because they sound interesting. All right, so I'm gonna add this. Yeah, no kids coming in and out for the most part in mine. No pets. We don't have any pets. And hubby's well trained. No, I'm just kidding. I sound horrible. I'm not a horrible person, I promise. Right, so I need to pop this up a little bit, my picture. Yes, I had seen, it might have been you, Peggy. Somebody had posted or something, or I seen, I don't remember exactly, but I remember now that you say something that they use the foot tool. Because it looks like this. I mean, there's so many different little things on it. All right, I am going to put some white gesso on this. I want to have it a little bit whiter than it is now. So I'm just going to All right. And then I'm going to add a little bit of crackle paste. Okay. Just going to add a little bit of crackle paste just to give it a little bit of something. I'm going to add a little bit to the paper as well. Just to kind of make everything kind of flow nicely together. And all right. Do you remember? Oh, yes, I do have those. That's like kind of my last kind of thing, adding those sort of things. And I do kind of work a little bit weird. My process, anyways, is a little different. I'm a scatterbrain, so. Add one more layer on here for my photo. And then I'm actually going to add, all right, I'm going to add this. So I want the end hopefully to break a little bit kind of crooked. See, it never works when I want it to. There we go. See how it has that, like the inside, I could see kind of, it's not cut perfectly or whatever. I really like how the ink kind of blends in there, and it has a really cool effect when I do that. So the paper clay that I use is from, I can't remember the name of it, but it has like a chess piece on it, I think. And when I'm able to get around to doing the molds all at once, Abby always tends to want to use the clay before I get around to doing it. That's really nice. All right, so I added that there. And then I'm going to add, see how I popped up the frame just a little bit? I'm able to slide different things underneath just a little bit better than if I didn't. So, all right, so whatever paint, texture paste, crackle paste, whatever's on here, just going to kind of add a little bit here. I think I have one more piece of that doily somewhere. There it is. I think I'll put it up here. Just like that. And then I'm going to kind of fray the edge just a little bit. All right, you guys still with me? All right, let's see. Yes, I forget the name of it, but yes, I buy that one. The one with the black package with the chess piece on it. Hello, Astrid. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Hello, welcome. All right, I'm nearing the end here. Let's see. I want to add some pieces here. I need to paint them white. And I'm just using whatever was on my paintbrush at this point. Need to add some string, so man, I really need to. There it is. All right. Okay, my chat went away again. I'm not sure why. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. Need my scissors. Okay, so this is the upholstery thread that I use all the time. And it's from Coats. It's called Coats Extra Strong. I always link it in my videos when I use it. So if you're wondering where to get it, I get mine on Amazon. It's just a couple bucks. Really, really nice texture, kind of added texture here and there. Hello, Susan. All right, so I kind of wrap it around my finger and then kind of just lay it down and pull it apart. And then you have a bunch of cool texture. All right, my chat keeps disappearing. Is it telling me that I'm done? Is it trying to tell me to wrap it up, lady? Probably. All right. Oops. This doily I got at Michael's a long time ago. I was planning on using it for a dream catcher, but I never ended up using it. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of this over here. And these flowers are a little bit greener, so I might end up using, that's too much, too busy, I think, with those. Although this is a little bluer than this, so yeah. All right, I think I need some more coffee. Okay, that makes sense, Susan. Susan says, I've been here. Sometimes the person making the video has a lag and a chat response kicks it back on, kind of. All right. That definitely makes sense. I need... I think I'm going to add a little bit more stamping, and then I'll see what I want to do after. I'm going to use a little one now. So I'm using Stays On ink, same as before. This gives it some texture and covered up all of that good texture right there. Normally I don't really mind covering things up, but sometimes when my texture paste really does a good job of creating the texture, or the crackles, I mean. I hate covering it up because sometimes the crackle paste doesn't really crackle that well. Okay, so Cherry Bomb says, I make my own. I got the recipe from the internet. Drywall paste, glue, tissue, flour, and cornstarch. It gets moldy quick, but you can make a lot of molds. That's awesome. Okay, and I have this here. I know I say this all the time, but this is definitely my last piece of that vintagey sort of, it was a window, kind of crocheted window treatment type of thing. And I believe this is my last piece. I always end up finding more pieces because it was a large piece, but this is probably definitely my last piece. All right, I'm losing people, so I must be getting boring, or they have things to do. Or maybe both. Probably both. All right. I think I might cut this. And I just added some white gesso to it. I'm going to tuck it in behind there. Underneath here. All right. I'm going to add some white to these. I'm going to curl this up. I need a title, don't I? All right, so what I'm doing is adding a little bit of white gesso to the fabric. That way when because I'm going to add a little bit of like splatters and different things. So it will react differently to the parts that have gesso, and then the parts that don't have gesso, that are just the fabric. And I like the variation between, between it all. So it just creates lots of cool effects. All right. Linda, hello. Did I say hello, Linda? I can't remember. And Susan, you're so sweet. I'm a professional video art watcher. Hello, Elemental Designs. All right, we're getting somewhere, I think. What do you guys think? Feeling it, not feeling it? All right, let me see what I can do for a title. Those are too big, I think. You know what? I'm going to see what I got over here. I'm still here, just kind of looking over here to see what I have. I thought I got the I don't think I did. Oh, I got Misty Rose. All right, let's see what I can find. I found some Zella Teal stuff, which is kind of the same colors, but I didn't find, because I'm pretty sure that I have the Flirty Fleur. Like the embellishments, but I can't find them. So I'm just gonna see what I can come up with what I got. Okay, so who has seen or purchased the new Prima collections from the ones that Frank has just released? The Moon Child and the, what's the other one? Georgia Blues, Georgia Blues is my favorite. So I don't know why I forgot the name. All right. So they are kind of chatting about I hope that this saves, kind of like, when you do Facebook Live, it kind of saves all of the comments as you watch it. I hope this does the same thing. If not, Cherry Bomb, if you wouldn't mind posting it in the comment section. She posted the recipe for her, what was it? The crackle paste? Or I forget what we were talking about. Oh, goodness. Anyways, something that you need to save. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was the clay. That's what it was. Okay, it saves it. All right, that's awesome. Okay. I'm glad to hear that. I don't really ever catch anybody live, and when I do watch the videos later, I'm normally crafting or, doing something else, so I don't really pay attention. So, all right, we're getting somewhere now. All right, starting to see it. Okay, I remember somebody saying, okay, bye, Peggy. Hello, Mimi. I'm almost done, I think, for now anyways. All right, I'm going to hide that one under there. What else? What else? I feel like it's definitely missing something. I think because I didn't use the like paste and a stencil. All right, so I'm gonna add. Did I open any of these? Okay, so Elemental Design says she's doing a DIY fairy house live every Saturday at 7 p.m. That is amazing. Thank you for sharing. If anybody else has YouTube channels, you guys can share away. Sharing is caring. If you do classes, anything, I love to see everybody and support when I can, and all of that. So share away. All right, I'm just going to try to see if I can find another little title here. No problem, Elemental Designs. I used to do, I forgot what I had called them at the time, but I used to, like on Facebook and Instagram and even YouTube, I would do either a video or a post and have everybody post their YouTube channels or social media things. I don't even know what they're called, but you know, like Instagram, Twitter, whatever they wanted to post. And I just think that it's important. I know my channel isn't huge, but I remember being really small and I guess maybe wishing that somebody a little bit bigger than me would, you know, maybe give me a shout out or something. So I feel like as a little bit bigger channel to give, you know, anybody, even if they are bigger than me, because we can always use other people to learn from and connect with. It's always fun. So I think it's important, and I don't really see enough of it, I think. And I need to get back to doing that because I really enjoyed doing that and seeing everybody's comments saying that they loved finding new people and finding new YouTube channels or Instagram pages or whatever. So I definitely need to start doing that again. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way a little bit anyways. Okay. Trying to just kind of catch up. Thank you, Elemental Designs. Okay, Mimi. Oh, I don't know why this got flagged. Okay, so Mimi says, I'll be having a birthday challenge giveaway starting on the 1st of October on my channel. And I don't know if you just click on the names to go to the channels or what, but yeah, be sure to check out Mimi's channel. She's amazing. I think I actually want that one there. All right, I'm going to stop chatting for a second so I can actually finish this layout. This one here. That's so true, Susan. I love watching YouTube videos, and I'm very bad at commenting, and I try to do good, and then I just get lazy, and I need to not be lazy because I watch tons of YouTube channels, YouTube videos, and I need to start letting them know. Not that particularly I'm watching, but that, you know, I appreciate them, know that somebody out there, because sometimes I know even me, I tend to get discouraged a lot. And then there's that one person that tells me that they're so inspired, and it just kind of lifts my spirits and helps me keep going, you know? So I think it's important for all of us to do that. And I don't know why some people, I don't know, I think that I feel like I get the vibe from some people that if they give a shout out or give credit or something, I don't know, that it's taken away from them or something. I don't know. I think that everybody can learn from everybody, and I get inspired by everybody on Instagram, Facebook groups, people that take my online workshops all the time. It's amazing. And I love it when like somebody watches my video and they say, and then they message me or tag me in something, and then they say they were inspired by me. And then I, again, am like in return, am inspired by them. And just amazing. I love this community. All right, I think I need a little bit of texture coming down this way, so I'm going to do that. Actually going to kind of, well, I can't rip it. I'm going to, there we go. Yeah, see, I said I was going to stop chatting, but I think that's something that I'm, I guess, a little bit passionate about, just sharing and lifting people up and being kind and just supporting each other. And I try to be as social as I can. But I'm just kind of an antisocial person. So it's nothing against anybody. I like to be at home, do my own thing by myself. All right, it's coming together. See, I wish I had more of these. But I the little ones. Oh, someone's. All right, I'm going to. Sorry. All right. Don't know why it keeps flagging. Maybe the number is thrown off or something. I don't know. But Elemental Design says, I'm currently celebrating 2,500 subs and also hosting a challenge. Prize is lapbook and also a mermaid theme canvas. Hope you can check it out. I will definitely check it out. And anybody else, check it out. Yes, I agree, Susan. Everybody isn't going to like everything. I agree. And it took me a long time to come to that point where I have just doing it for me, like you said, is what it's all about. Remembering why I started to begin with. I didn't start because because when I started crafting, I wasn't making YouTube videos. So I didn't start to, I don't do it for the comments or the, the likes and the shares and all that kind of stuff. Although that's nice, I create and for myself. So, and that's why lately I haven't really been doing this sort of thing, because it just doesn't, I enjoy it, but right now I don't know, like the alcohol inks and that sort of thing is just kind of my thing right now for some reason. I don't know why. Mimi, no. She asked if I've been using my sewing machine, and I have not. sadly, no. I need to pull it out because I need to figure something out where I can do simple sewing projects that I can possibly sell on Etsy. I know selling on Etsy is hard. So oh, thank you, Elemental Designs. It's very sweet. I enjoy doing it, and you know, even like my petri dishes don't turn out exactly how I want, and I mean, it is too expensive for me to keep doing it just because I enjoy it, watching the alcohol inks and do its thing. But I enjoyed it for a time being, and it's what made me happy at the moment. So I did it. All right, I think for now, I think I'm going to be done because I'm not exactly sure what I want to do next. So I don't know why it's coming up so blue. It's not that blue in person, but I do actually want to add one more thing. If I can find it, because I think I moved it, which I don't remember where. Oh, there it is my distress spray, Splatters. Oh, thank you, Cherry. Yeah, I love doing mixed media because it is so like freeing and relaxing. I don't think that there is any like do's and don'ts for creating. I think just whatever comes to mind and however you're led to do, it's no like right or wrong. So, oh, I'm sorry. You know, I'm so used to videoing, and then I turn it around in my editing software. So I wasn't even paying attention. I'll definitely turn it around for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm just going to add some splatters, but I'm going to move this stuff out of the way so it doesn't get inked on. All right, for now. All right. And of course, my splatters. Always have to have splatters. And these will kind of blend in with the watercolors and the, what else did I use on here? Yeah, it was just watercolor. So that's why I'm kind of being a little heavy-handed with it, just because I know a lot of the splatters will soak up some of that color and then kind of fade away. Hello, Life Mix. So many new people. I don't recognize any of your names. Although I have been really bad at commenting back. I do read the comments, but commenting back is very hard. Thank you. Hopefully I know I definitely need to do something else to it, but I'm not exactly sure what yet. So thank you, Linda. Really appreciate that. All right, let me turn it around for you guys. I'm just going to cut this top off, actually. I normally just kind of keep it on, but we'll cut it off today. And I don't really honestly care if it's straight or not. I will add a piece of what's it called? cardstock to the back of this just to kind of help it flatten out a little bit. Yes, splatters are life. All right. Isn't this easier than editing? Yes, because I'm going to click save and that's it. I don't have to edit. I don't have to, yeah, it is. Although I do worry because I am a very awkward person. So I am afraid that I'm going to say weird things and just, I don't know. I don't mind that I'm weird. I just think that'll probably scare people away. Which I don't mind. People will stay if they're going to stay, and if not, then oh well. I see I'm definitely going to have to keep playing. And if I do a lot, then of changes, I'll turn on the camera and see if I do a lot of changes. And if I do, then I'll post another video of, oh, I forgot to turn it around. So here it is. I think I might add a little bit more stamping. I feel like it needs a little bit more depth in the back. I think that's why I feel like something's missing, because normally I add the paste, like the light and fluffy paste or something, and then the ink will kind of seep under and be a little bit darker and things like that. So I think that's probably why I feel like I need something else. I might walk away and come back and feel like it's perfect. So, or I might walk away and hate it when I come back. Who knows? Okay, I'm just going to, I can turn around. And you know what? That is bugging me. I don't want that. All right. Thank you. I love the girl. So sweet. It's all good together. Oh, thank you, Susan. It's my daughter, Abby. She is in 2nd grade. And I took this when we go camping every year. We go tent camping. It's not like glamping or whatever you call it. We actually tent in a camp, and there's no like water hookups or anything. We cook our food over the fire and we go hiking and fishing and all sorts of things. So anyways, I forced them to kind of dress up because the scenery is so beautiful, which I don't know why, honestly, that I care about the scenery, because I like black and white photos anyways. So yeah. Anyways. Yeah, honestly, like it's really blue on my screen. It kind of goes a little bit better together in person, so I'll definitely have to take some photos, and I'll post them on Instagram. And just really quickly, I did start a Patreon page. I'll have the link in the description box. I'll have exclusive videos, and we chat over there, and all sorts of fun things I have planned for it over there. And it won't take away from my YouTube videos. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there because it is new. I just started it. So yes, I'm going to grab it really quickly. So, whoops, I have these frames from Prima, and every so often I will change out the photo in here. So I do have a couple of them, although I only have room for one in my craft space at the moment. But this one is just my favorite right now, so that's why it's framed. Yes, if I don't screw it up and delete it, you'll definitely be able to watch So I want to thank you guys for watching and chatting. It was so much fun, and I hope that we can do it again. And I will try to give more notice for the next time. It probably, honestly, will probably be random, just because my life is so crazy. I don't really know, can't really plan things, but I will let you guys go. Thank you guys, and happy Friday or happy weekend, whatever day it is for you. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys later. Bye.